Thousands of miles away, it's a place many call the most dangerous jungle in the world. Border Patrol says it's the place thousands of people are coming from when they cross over the border into Del Rio. Fox San Antonio's Yami Virgin investigates alarming new data.
A new wave of immigrants is arriving once again to the Texas border. Since a new fiscal year, which started on October 1st, the Del Rio sector has picked up 14,237 undocumented immigrants. In those 7 weeks, 6,145 of them are considered other than Mexicans.
We've seen folks, of course, from Mexico, but Ecuador, we've seen mostly Haitian nationals and Hondurans. So those are the big numbers for us.
The biggest concentration, says Austin Skiro, the chief patrol agent in charge of the Del Rio sector, are Haitians who are coming from a place we took you to before the last explosion of asylum seekers happened here on the Texas border last year.
We've seen a significant increase in the number of Haitian family units. We've experienced about 98% of the Haitian nationals that we've encountered tell us that they traversed through Panama. So we expect that we will see some of these folks come in our direction. And we work through our CBP Office of International Affairs and the various attachés at our embassies to communicate with our host government or the other governments.
In 2019, I took you to the border between Panama and Colombia. This is where those people who are now attempting to enter the U.S. through the Del Rio sector entered the northern part of the continent. This after crossing the Darien jungle, one of the deadliest in the world in the country of Panama. The Panamanian government tells us that the U.S. should prepare for the number of Haitians, Cubans, and people from other countries to go up, since they are now starting to see those numbers rise. As of last Wednesday, in the Panamanian province of Darien, the new reception area for migrants was reporting about 2,000 migrants at 4 government camps. 965 of those that day were from Haiti, 102 from Cuba. 475 were children from different countries.
You know, refugees don't flee because they want to. Refugees don't have any other choice.
Sabila Brodzinski is the spokesperson for the United Nations High Commission on Refugees. They provide some of the needs the camps in Panama have. She says the numbers of refugees will continue to grow as long as there's instability in their homelands.
Well, you know, as a UN refugee agency, the people that we look at are people who are fleeing for their lives. And, you know, despite COVID and despite border closures and despite everything, those drivers continue to exist in the north of Central America. The drivers of displacement, the persecution, the violence, the threats, all of that continues to exist. And that's true of other countries, you know, with different specifics.
What most asylum seekers don't realize that this is what is waiting for them. Images like this one from Matamoros. That is, unless the new incoming administration changes the asylum process once again. The best advice for now from U.S. Border Patrol is not to expect to walk into the U.S. and be allowed to stay here.
So don't do it. Don't come. It's a very dangerous journey.
Yami Virgen, Fox News at 9.